This video helps to learn cutting, which is one of the methods of vegetative propagation of horticultural crops. Subscribe this channel and click the bell icon to get instant notification of new videos posted here. Cutting is one of the asexual or vegetative propagation methods in which parts of plants are cut and separated from the mother plant to form roots and/or shoots and eventually develop into entire plant. It is used to produce clones which are identical to mother plant. Cuttings can be made from roots, stems or leaves. Whole plant is regenerated from cutting due to totipotency of plant cells. Cutting is achieved by inducing adventitious shoots on root parts and adventitious roots on shoot parts. Adventitious roots in cuttings are promoted by auxin. Cutting detached from mother plant has two ends. The end near to the root-shoot junction is proximal end, whereas the end away from root-shoot junction is distal end. Polarity is the spatial orientation inherent in cutting. Cutting produces roots on the proximal end and shoot on distal end. As auxin moves basipetally from shoot tip and induces adventitious roots on proximal end of the cutting, polarity is maintained by placing the proximal end in the rooting medium. Based on parts used, cuttings are classified into three types, namely root cuttings, stem cuttings and leaf cuttings. Root cuttings are prepared from roots of plants that naturally produce root suckers. They are taken during late autumn or early winter when the plants are dormant and carbohydrate levels are high. Adventitious shoots are regenerated in root cutting. Thick roots are cut into 5 to 15 centimeters long pieces and inserted vertically into the rooting medium, maintaining polarity. Thin roots are cut into 2.5 to 5 centimeters long pieces and placed horizontally on the rooting medium, covered with 1.25 centimeter of the medium. Root cuttings are used to propagate apple, blackberry, cherry, guava, pear, persimmon, raspberry and rhododendron. Stem cuttings are prepared from terminal or lateral shoots of past season or current season's growth. Based on succulency of cutting, stem cuttings are classified into hardwood, semi-hardwood, softwood and herbaceous cuttings. Hardwood cuttings are prepared from fully matured lignified past year's shoots. They are cut in winter or early spring while the plant is still dormant. The wood is firm and does not bend easily. A slanting cut is made just below the bud at proximal end and a straight cut is made 2.5 to 5 centimeters above the bud at distal end. As hardwood cuttings are more difficult to root than softwood cuttings, they are often treated with rooting hormone indole butyric acid. Hardwood cuttings are classified into straight, heel and mallet cutting. Straight cutting is made without including any older wood at the base. Heel cutting is made by including small piece of older wood at the base. Mallet cutting is prepared by including small section of older wood at the base. Hardwood cuttings are used to propagate Burmese lemon, fig, gooseberry, grape, mulberry, olive, falsa, pomegranate and quince. Semi-hardwood cuttings are prepared from partially matured past season shoots. They are taken from late summer to autumn season. The wood is firm, and all leaves are in full size. Softwood cuttings are prepared from soft, succulent, non-lignified current season shoots. They are taken from spring to early summer. Shoots at the softwood stage will snap easily when bent, and the youngest leaves are not in full size. Herbaceous cuttings are made from soft, succulent, tender, non-woody herbaceous plants. They can be taken any time when the plant is actively growing. They are used to propagate carnation, chrysanthemum, coleus, dahlia, geranium and sweet potato. Cane cuttings are prepared from plants with cane-like stems by cutting stems into sections with 1 or 2 nodes and laying horizontally on the medium, covered half of its height with medium. It is used to propagate corn plant, Dracena, dumb cane and yucca. Leaf cuttings are prepared from leaves of plants which have natural regeneration potential. They are of many types. Leaf cutting with petiole is prepared by detaching leaf with petiole and inserting the lower end of the petiole into the medium. New plants will form at the base of the petiole. It is used to propagate African violet, gloxinia, bush-type peperomia and small-leafed begonia. Leaf cutting without petiole is prepared by placing the well-developed leaves flat on rooting medium partially covered with rooting medium. It is used to propagate bryophyllum. Leaf section cutting is prepared by cutting the long leaves into 7.5 to 10 cm sections and inserting the leaf sections vertically into the rooting medium maintaining polarity. It is used to propagate snake plant. Leaf vein cutting is made by cutting the veins on the lower surface of detached leaves and placing the leaves on a rooting medium exposing the upper surface. New plants will form at each cut. It is used to propagate Rake's begonia. Leaf vein cutting can be modified by cutting the leaf into wedges with main vein and placing on the media with main vein partially covered. Leaf bud cuttings are made from evergreen plants by cutting a small piece of stem with a single axillary bud and a single leaf with petiole. It is used to propagate black raspberry, blackberry, camellia, lemon and rhododendron.